Can you make me a prophecy?
Yes, time has progressed, and I shall give you a prophecy in return for a few coins.
How much?
For a paltry 250 coins, I shall risk a glance through time for you.
Tell me about the future.
All right, son of knowledge. I shall now enter a state of trance. Are you ready? You shall force what is nobody's destiny but yours. Through fire and snow, through ice and flames, men in foreign armor, a swamp, lizards, they await you. That's all. There's nothing more I can see.
Can you make me another prophecy?
Oh, son of the mysterious future. It is not within my power to lift the veil of time. Only when time sends me another omen shall I be able to see for you again.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
Let me try your tobacco. This tastes incredible. I've never had a better smoke in my life. How did you prepare this blend?
I mixed the tobacco with honey.
You have done well, father of the art of blending. I would be delighted to fill my miserable pipes with this.
Fill her up then.
Thank you, son of generosity. No other blend could be as good as this one. I shall buy every bit you can bring me of this.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. The mercenary Smith...
I don't believe that.
Hey!
That's what I've always said. But that's terrible. Someone's gonna do the work.
But the human and the beast waged war upon the land of Adonis, and the wrath of the gods was with them.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
I agree with you completely.
He simply talks too much.
We can only wait and see.
That was obvious all along.
I couldn't get away with that.
That was obvious all along.
Tell me that isn't true.
Justice will prevail in the end.
I thought you'd come to talk to Lord Hagen, so you should go ahead and do that.
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The Paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Innos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you. Speak with Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Innos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
I need to talk to you about Bennett.
But that's the mercenary who murdered one of my men.
How come you're so sure that Bennett is the killer?
We have a witness. As you can see, there is no doubt about the mercenary's guilt.
Who is that witness?
Cornelius, the governor's secretary, saw the murder. His description fits Bennett, no doubt about that. As far as I am concerned, that settles the matter. The mercenary will hang for treason.
How's the situation?
I must find a way to rescue this expedition. We must do something against the dragons. Perhaps the Eye of Innos can save us all now. That's been known a long time.
That's no secret.
We listened to the wrong people.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
That's not what I heard.
And Innos, in his wisdom, did so.
Show me your wares.
Nobody wants to know.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
Nobody wants to know.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
And there's more, believe me.
Where did you pick that up then?
I'll stay out of it. Can't rely on that.
Don't say you didn't know that.
That's all just gossip.
I come from our mutual friend Ramirez.
Oh? That Ramirez is a little rat, and he's no friend of mine. Never mind. Did you bring me anything?
That depends on what it is you want.
Okay, I'll tell you how it works. You pay 250 gold pieces, then I won't be here at night. If you're too conspicuous and I happen to be in the area, the deal is off.
I've got your money.
All right, then I'll disappear in the evening from now on. And remember, if you cause trouble around me, I don't know you.
You saw the murder of Lothar, didn't you?
I need not answer any questions about a current investigation. Lord Hagen already has everything I know on record.
What was it you saw?
Really, I haven't got any time now. You need to go now. The office is closing.
Enough of that. What did you see?
I saw how the mercenary struck down the paladin from behind. And then he took his sword and rammed it through his chest.
Are you completely sure?
Yes, of course. I saw it with my own eyes. But I really haven't got any time now. There's a huge pile of paperwork I need to do.
I don't believe you.
So what? What are you going to do about it?
They could make you talk in the monastery.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we have ways to bring out the truth. Painful ways.
No, please don't. I'll tell you everything you want.
So what really happened?
I didn't see what happened. I received some gold for blaming that mercenary. In times like these, it's everyone for himself. I needed that money.
Who paid you?
That's enough. He'll kill me if I rat him out.
Are you going to tell that to Lord Hagen too?
I'm not a lunatic. I can't stay in town now. I'll give you my diary. That should be proof enough.
Cornelius lied.
How did you know that?
Here, I've got his diary. Everything's in there.
That slimy little criminal! In view of the new evidence, there is nothing else I can do. By virtue of the office granted me by king and church, I declare that the prisoner Bennett is exonerated of all charges and is thereby a free man. Cornelius is to be taken into immediate custody for perjury.
He's made himself scarce.
Sooner or later he will turn up, then we shall arrest him.
How's the situation?
I must find a way to rescue this expedition. We perhaps...
Things I can tell you.
Is it really true?
That will never change. I knew that would be a problem.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
Enough trouble as it is.
And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work of Beliar.
That was quite obvious.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I can't take care of everything.
He'd better shut up. Go away, don't tell me
That's
that.
what I've always said. I won't tell her a thing. That's terrible.
I want to see the prisoners.
Of course.
Hey! I've come to... How's the situation in town?
Everything is under control.
The Smith Bennett has been declared free of guilt because his innocence was proven by a clever advisor of Lord Hagen.
That's not what I heard. Someone's got to do the work.
You don't say. Now that's typical, isn't it?
Who says things like that?
I'll never get this open without the right key.
How interesting. You can't keep anything to yourself.
I don't believe it.
All quiet?
You're still alive. I'm impressed.
I need your help.
If it's absolutely necessary, what's wrong?
I'm being attacked by monsters.
But I don't see any monsters right now. I'm sure you're just making that up.
How's it going with your tavern?
Hopefully these black magicians will move on soon. Otherwise, I can close the tavern. Almost nobody dares to come here anymore.
That's no secret.
Show me your wares.
Certainly, Brother of the Ring.
It's been known a long time.
No one really wants to hear that.
Do you really believe that?
Same old thing all over again.
Do you really believe that?
I couldn't care less.
Hey!
Bless me.
I bless you in the name of Innos. May the Lord's fire burn in your heart and give you the strength to act according to his justice.
Show me your wares.
May Innos watch over you always.
Hey, you. I see you belong to the Magician's Monastery.
Yes, why?
Can you use another worker there? I wouldn't know where else to turn.
Where do you come from?
I used to be captain of a big whaler, my boy. The sea is my home. My ship, the good old Magdalena, was sunk by pirates a few months ago, and now I'm stranded here. All I ever wanted was to go back to sea. But since I've come here, not one schooner is called at this accursed port. The only ship which is anchored in Corinthus is that blasted war galley of the king, and they don't take on anyone. So what else can I do? There's no work for me in town. I've tried everything.
You'd better get off the road.
Don't worry. I've already noticed that the wilderness out here has become damn dangerous in the last couple of days.
Hey! How did you get to the monastery so fast?
What kind of a question is that? I crept through the pass and made my way straight to the monastery. Admittedly, it was never easy avoiding all the monsters making themselves at home on this side of the valley, but ultimately I encountered fewer problems than I expected.
Do you know where the others are?
Gorn seems to have coped with his stay in Garan's dungeon very well. In any case, he wanted to go to Lee and see what was happening on the farm. After the grub they serve in the dungeon, he's probably stuffing his face right now and putting the mercenaries' provisions to a real test. Diego mumbled something about a reckoning. No idea what he meant by that. But I suspect he's in the city. You know him, always there when there's something to be had.
Do you know anything about the hooded figures?
No, but I have a bad feeling about those guys. Be careful if you run into them.
I want to learn some new spells. I want...
Your magic power is great. Too great for me to be able to help you increase it.
Thought of that himself.
Teach me the third circle of magic.
Yes, the time has come. Enter now the third circle of magic. New spells await you.
Thought of that himself.
You will need them, for evil draws nigh, and it can be thwarted only with the power of Innos. I have now taught you all of the circles that I can pass on. Karas will instruct you in the higher circles.
Is it really true?
Teach me!
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Justice will prevail in the end.
May Innos protect you.
No one must violate the divine order.
That's been known a long time.
So it says in the scriptures.
That's been known a long time.
Any news?
The enemy has apparently already entered the city.
What do you mean?
One of the paladins, Lothar, was murdered in the street. In broad daylight, it has gone too far, but I fear that is only the beginning.
Anything's possible.
Bennett is innocent. The witness lied.
How do you know that?
I have found proof.
Sometimes I think that treason and greed are our greatest enemies.
It's all just gossip.
What's going to happen now?
A murder, moreover, of a paladin is without doubt one of the worst crimes there is. The murderer will undoubtedly be sentenced to death.
Will it ever change?
What is evil?
Evil is everywhere. It is the power of Beliar, the eternal adversary of Innos. It is the all-encompassing blackness which seems to blot out the light of Innos forever. Beliar is the Lord of darkness, of hate, and of destruction. Only those among us in whose hearts burns the holy fire of Innos will bear the radiant light of Innos into the world and banish the darkness.
Anything's possible.
Teach me.
Someone will have to pay for it.
You don't have to ask me that.
You listen to the wrong people.
Who told you that?
I'm not telling you anything new.
You can't go on like this forever.
I'd have gone about it differently.
And do you already have new orders?
Until then, I still have time to find strength in prayer.
Anything's possible.
May Innos illuminate your path.
No one must violate them.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Hey, you!
That's nothing new.
I want to learn the fourth circle of magic.
It is still not finished.
Show me your wares.
I'm not telling you anything new.
You don't have to ask me that.
That's been known a long time.
How are your studies coming along?
The enemy has many faces. Which of them presents the greatest danger for the monastery is awfully difficult to determine.
No one must violate the divine order.
Teach me.
That's been known a long time.
You better watch out who you tell that to.
Justice will prevail in the end.
So it says in the scriptures.
Hey, you! Any news?
Yes. Well, you've probably noticed those black-robed figures.
I've met them.
This brings us to the core of the matter. At the moment, we're observing a very rare constellation of stars. To be more exact, the sign of the ox currently stands in direct correlation with the sign of the warrior. I suppose you know what that means.
Well, to be honest...
Yes, I see. Well, I cannot explain the entire background to you now, but it definitely signifies a great change, and I do not like change. Therefore, I want you to get me a book from town. It's called The Divine Power of the Stars. You may have to rummage around for it a bit, but I'm sure you'll find it.
I'll see whether I can find it.
That's good. It frees up my time so I can follow some other trails as well. But don't take too much time. Time, I'm afraid, is what we have the least of.
I've got the book for you.
Very good. Give it here. You may withdraw now. I shall retire and study.
Found anything out yet?
Well, I cannot be completely sure, but the current constellation of the stars seem to indicate many dangers.
What kind of dangers?
Well, the structure between the worlds seems to be very weak. It only takes a small portion of the power that would be necessary otherwise to tear a hole in this structure. Demons could use those portals to enter our world without encountering resistance.
Teach me.
I never knew that.
As if I don't have enough problems.
I need a few things. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Any news?
Not at the moment. Go and complete your tasks. You still have much to do.
Heal me, Master, for I am possessed.
So be it. Take this potion. It will relieve you of your nightmares. May the mercy of Enos be your salvation. Act on his behalf and beware of the evil eye of the enemy. But you only just had your healing potion. Don't come back to me until you really need my help.
Bless me, Master.
May Enos stand between you and harm on all the unholy paths you will have to walk.
I've come from the old Valley of Mines.
What do you have to report?
The enemy has formed up there with an army of orcs and dragons.
We have already learned that from Milton. But what about the king's shipment of ore?
The mine they are digging for Garand in the valley cannot satisfy the demands of the king.
The days are becoming grayer, and the light of the sun is ever weaker.
I was attacked by men in black robes.
I know. Those are the Seekers, henchmen from the nether realms of Beliar. Beware of them. They will try to take possession of you. Once possessed, you will no longer be yourself. Only here in the monastery could you find help then, so be careful. I have asked Karas to look into this matter. He will certainly win some further insight soon, which can make us see clearer. Here, this rune will bring you directly back to the monastery if you need our help. Remember, we must offer resistance or we shall all be doomed.
I have come to take the Eye of Innos.
I see that you have received an authorization from Lord Hagen himself to bear the Eye of Innos. I am afraid that I have to disappoint you. We have fallen victim to a treacherous plot of the enemy. The Eye of Innos has been violently taken from these sacred walls.
Who could be so impudent, Master?
Evil is cunning, and usually works in secret. Only rarely do you see it emerge to pursue its evil machinations in broad daylight. But these days, it's a different matter. The enemy now shows himself openly in the street, in every home and every public square. This can only mean that he no longer fears any adversary and is not going to shrink back from anything. One of our most faithful followers, a candidate for the high robe of the Magicians of Fire, has changed his allegiance unexpectedly, and in an alarmingly evil manner. Pedro. The enemy has taken possession of him, thus inflicting a terrible defeat upon us. Pedro has forced his way into our most sacred halls and stolen the eye. I fear that he simply spent too much time by himself, outside of the gates, and thus beyond the protective walls of the monastery, exposed to all lurking dangers.
Where did the thief flee to?
Pedro knocked down some of the other novices who tried to stop him and disappeared into the morning mist. Many novices have gone after him to bring the eye back to its place unharmed. If you want to catch up with him, you need to hurry before Pedro disappears out of your reach.
One more little thing. Stay away from the roadside shrines. We have heard that some of them have been desecrated. No one can say what effect they have now. It is not your task to solve this problem. The paladins will take care of this matter.
Not so fast. I have another task for you.
And that is...
Now that you belong to the Brotherhood of Fire, you must also fulfill the duties that come with being one of us. The Church is not only concerned with the affairs of magic, it is also the final authority in the administration of justice, as you know. The latest case brought before us opens up a bottomless abyss and must be dealt with once and for all.
What's this about?
There is someone in the city who has sold falsified shares in the ore mines of the former penal colony. These papers are utterly worthless and of no importance, really. Still, they have the potential of stirring up trouble among the people, which we cannot afford to happen right now. The swindler is supposed to have approached all of the most reputable traders in the city and the country, and has evidently managed to sell his counterfeit mining shares to some of them. Find this evildoer and bring him before this panel. In such hard times, we must not suffer swindlers and plunderers. We must make an example of him in order to deter the rest of the mob.
I'll try to clear up the matter.
One thing more. When you visit those traders, do not let them know that you are looking for mining shares. I think they probably want to sell them on, and certainly would no longer offer them to you if they realized that you are dealing with them on behalf of the Church. Do you see?
Yes.
Then get to work. I wish you much success, brother.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
I'm no better off myself.
Hey, you! Do you know where Pedro is?
Do you think I'd be standing around here if I knew where the renegade was hiding? He must pay for his deeds. I hope we manage to get the eye back. You have to help us. Find him and bring back the Eye of Innos.
I want to learn some new...
He never would have thought of that himself.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Someone will have to pay for it.
Could have told you that before.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Can't go on like this.
For Innos.
Have you seen a novice walk past?
Yeah, sure. He went, that-a-way. He jumped into the water off the bridge and swam like a shark was after him.
be able to match the power of the Master.
What's going on here?
What do you mean?
You're the second fellow to rush past here like he's been stung by blood flies.
Who was the other guy?
He looked like one of those brainy novices from the monastery back there. You can say what you like, but somehow those guys aren't quite right in the head. Just look at their silly clothes. I wouldn't want to be caught in the street at night in those.
Be careful what you say. I used to be a novice in the monastery myself.
You poor swine. That certainly explains a few things. No offense. Be on your way. You're a busy man. Don't let me keep you.
Where did the other one go?
He ran up that way like lightning.
Somebody should teach you some manners.
Now, don't be offended. All right, if you absolutely want to fight, you can have one. So show me what you've got, novice. Ah, my head.
What's your business here?
You ask a damn lot of questions for such a young whippersnapper. Name the goblin cave we crawled through together, and I'll tell you my secrets. Otherwise, mind your own business.
Hey, you! What's your business?
You ask a damn lot. Name the goblin cave we crawled through together, and I'll tell you my... Otherwise...
Nothing there. Hey! Have you seen a novice pass by here?
A lot of peculiar figures passed by here today, including those two jokers up by the stone arch. A while ago, a novice from the Magicians of Fire was with them as well.
Really didn't deserve that.
Yeah, he really said that.
Who are you?
What is this? An interrogation? I have nothing to tell you, but you might want to talk to my buddy here. But be careful. He doesn't take to strangers.
I'm looking for a novice.
That's very interesting. We're looking for someone too.
Who would that be?
You.
You shouldn't have come here. So much for you. It was just like you said.
I'm looking. Who would that be?
Cut out that magic.
I'm gonna read.
Innos, so that it can never regain its power. We shall now demonstrate the futility of your attempt to challenge the Master. We shall... We shall get you.
Hey, you! The Eye of Innos has been destroyed.
What are you saying? Destroyed?
I found it up in the northern forests. Unfortunately, I've only been able to salvage its fragments.
That was our only chance to stand up to those dragons, and it's gone. We have failed.
What now?
This is a painful blow. We have to reorient ourselves. I shall retreat and ponder the matter. In the meantime, you should go to town and talk to Vatras, the water mage. I could imagine that maybe he knows what's to be done.
And he works secret. Someone's gonna do the work.
Show me your wares.
That's an open secret.
Show me...
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. That's what I've done.
Have a safe trip, honorable magician.
I don't believe that. These are bad times. And it's gonna get even worse.
But
Zardas sent me. The Eye of Innos is broken.
I know. I have already learned of it from some very upset novices. The Seekers have used the Fire Magician's Circle of the Sun to destroy the Eye. I would call that an inspired move by the enemy.
News spreads fast in this city.
That's a good thing, too. The enemy won't be sleeping either.
What will become of the Eye now?
We must join it back together, but that is no easy task, I fear. The setting is broken into 2 pieces. A skilled smith should be able to repair this. But that is not really the problem. It's rather the inlaid gem that worries me. It is dull and powerless. The enemy seems to have known exactly how to weaken it.
How can the gem get its power back?
I see only one way. A union of the three reigning divinities should achieve the desired effect. A well-prepared ritual of reversal in the place of its destruction will give the gem back its fire. However, the problem is that you must bring an earthly representative of each of the three gods to this place. Furthermore, a lot of swamp weed is required for this ritual. I estimate it should be at least 3 plants.
Where can I find this swamp weed?
I have heard about an old quack in the woods named Sagita. She supposedly sells such herbs. But you could also try your luck down at the harbor.
Who could those 3 earthly representatives of the gods be?
I shall represent the god Adonos myself. Pyrokar, the highest fire magician, would be the right person to represent the god Innos. But for Beliar, I cannot think of an appropriate candidate. It must be someone who commands black magic.
Black magic? What about Zardas?
That's it. That could work. But I ask myself, how you will bring all 3 of us together? I can just see Pyrokar's face when he hears that he must cooperate with Zardas.
Where can I find a smith capable of repairing the setting of the eye?
Ask around in the area for someone who knows how to repair jewelry.
I've got to go.
I shall also set out and prepare the ceremony at the Circle of the Sun. Send Zardas and Pyrokar there. And don't forget to bring the swamp weed. I'm counting on you. Listen, people. I am needed elsewhere. It won't take long. When I return, I shall tell you the rest of the story. May Adonos be with you.
How are things with the Eye of Innos?
Remember, only a ritual of reversal at the Circle of the Sun, together with Zardas and Pyrokar, will restore the eye. And don't forget, don't to bring the eye with its setting repaired.
He had better shut up.
Hey, it's been a while since...
I want to sell the...
Good. Give it here. Fine. And here's your pay. There you are.
I want to sell the weapons I forged.
Good. Fine.
Hey!
There you are.
I want to buy a
I can only...
Can you repair jewelry?
I'm a weaponsmith, not a goldsmith. You probably won't find anyone here in the city who can help you. People don't have much money in their pockets anymore, and nobody's gotten rich here in quite a while. Most of them are just glad if they have enough to eat.
Where can I find a goldsmith?
There's supposed to be a good smith with the mercenaries on Onar's farm. Maybe you should look there.
That's terrible.
Hey, you! Show me your wares.
That's what I was.
I've got my own opinion about that. Everybody knew that all along.
You can't keep anything to yourself.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That's what I've always said.
That's the first I've heard of it. I don't believe this is going to change.
Works on That's not what I heard. You can't keep anything to yourself.
You didn't get that from me.
I don't believe that.
So why won't they listen to me?
That's an open secret.
We can only wait and see.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
That's an open secret.
I can't believe that. I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Everybody knows that.
Really, how interesting.
He had better
What do you
shut
want?
up.
What do you... See? That wasn't so hard.
Say,
You're a convict from the mining colony. Scram.
Hey, you!
You're a convict from the mining colony.
Someone's got to do the work.
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Beat it, convict! Canthar told me what a nasty bastard you are.
That's an open secret.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes,
Show me your wares.
That's an open secret.
I won't tell her a thing from
Show me.
These are bad times.
Hey, you're a convict from the mining colony.
I heard.
I won't sell you anything.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Oh,
Tell this to anyone.
here you are again.
Why aren't you in jail?
I have been released. As I already told you, I am an influential man in the city. Now word is out among the merchants that you are a convict. A regrettable affair. Now you won't be able to get even a piece of bread here in the marketplace. I could, of course, sort things out for you. Shall we say 500 gold pieces? Have you come to pay?
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
That's an open
All right, I'll pay up. You leave me no choice.
Good. Then I shall see to it that your reputation with the merchants rises once again.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Show me your wares.
And he
Take your
works all
pick.
day too.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
He can't keep anything to himself.
These are bad times.
Don't tell this to anyone.
And he works all day too.
You're selling illegal mining shares.
Yes, and
That's what I've
so
always said.
what?
If I don't do it, someone else will.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
I've got to go.
Really?
Suit yourself.
Show me your... Show me your wares.
That's an open secret.
He'd better shut up.
Show me your wares.
It is an honor to me that a representative of our holy church should show an interest in my wares.
I don't believe that.
That's an open secret.
You don't say.
And it's going to get even worse.
Where did you get those mining shares you're selling?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. It's too dangerous for me.
I witnessed it myself.
I don't believe that.
Hey!
Everybody knows by now.
You don't say.
Show me your wares.
These are bad times.
He can't keep anything to himself.
He simply talks too much.
You don't say.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Don't tell this to anyone.
You're selling mining shares?
Yes, some flop that was. That's the last time I get involved in a shady deal like that.
I don't believe that.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
Now that's typical.
And it's going to get even worse.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Someone's got to do the work.
Someone's gonna do the work.
But that's terrible.
And he works all day too.
He'd better shut up.
And it's gonna get even worse.
And it's going to get even worse.
Don't tell this to anyone.
That's an open secret.
That's the first I've heard of
He can't keep anything
it. You have
to
to feel
himself.
sorry for the poor guy.
That was quite obvious.
That's not what my husband thinks.
That's what I've always
You
said.
better watch out who you tell that to.
I knew that would be a
I don't
problem.
believe that.
Show me your wares.
He can't keep anything.
You should have known better.
Really, how interesting.
That's what I've always said.
You can't go on like this forever.
Go away, don't tell me that. Someone's got to do the work.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Show me...
Have a safe trip, Honorable Magician.
Really, how interesting. I can't take care of everything for everybody.
I don't believe that.
That's what I've always said.
Give me something to drink.
Who says things like that?
Don't tell this to anyone.
That's an open secret.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
care of everything for everybody.
Can you repair jewelry?
I'm just an assistant. I'm glad if I'm even allowed to make a dagger. Jewelry? You'll have to ask the master.
What can I get from you?
I can sell you some steel billets.
Hey!
Can you sell me some lockpicks?
If I have any left. So why won't they listen to me?
There's nothing you can do about it.
I already thought as much.
Show me your wares.
You didn't get that from me.
I see that you have mining shares for sale.
I know nothing about that. You can have them if you want.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
How are things in town?
If the orcs really show up to besiege us, it's gonna get unpleasant around here. There's only one ship, and the paladins are guarding it, and I don't think they'll use it to rescue the citizens.
Is there no other way of getting out of here?
No, none of us can leave this island without a ship.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
I can't believe that.
That's been known a long time.
But he knew that all along.
Show me your wares.
I must beg your pardon for my poor selection.
Enough trouble as it is.
That was obvious all along.
You really didn't deserve that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Show me your wares.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
You've got some mining shares among your wares. Who sold them to you?
Mining shares? Oops. Where did they come from? No idea where I got them. Honestly, Your Honor.
That's all just gossip.
Why get so worked up?
I agree with you completely.
It was just like you said.
You don't have to talk about
Is it really true?
He simply talks too much.
Show me your wares.
He simply talks too much. These are bad times. Don't tell this to anyone.
I've heard you were with the paladins in the Valley of Mines. I'm impressed. You should take your time and browse my goods. Right now, I have a very special potion to offer.
Show me your wares.
It's my pleasure, Reverend Brother.
That's what I've always said. Everybody knows my name. These are bad times. He simply talks too much. Now that's typical, isn't it? That's an open secret. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. These are bad times. But that's terrible. Who says things like that? If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
That's not what my husband thinks.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
He simply talks too much.
And he works all day too.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
I would tell her a thing.
That's what I've always said.
You go to the monastery now to be judged.
What? Have you gone off your rocker?
Really, how
Like hell I will. Those miserable magicians don't have the slightest proof against me.
And what about those fake ore mining shares you huckstered all over the country? They bear your signature. You're guilty.
What? I'll drag you through town by your collar like a filthy rag.
Who says things like that? Now that's typical, isn't it? That's not what I And it's going to get even worse.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
I witnessed it myself.
Don't tell this to anyone.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Well, we'll see the next time.
Wait a minute.
All right. You're the better fighter. What do you want?
Who says things like that?
So, are you going to the monastery now, or should I give you another...
You'll live to regret this. Yes, damn it. I'll go to that monastery, but don't you think you'll get away with this? Beat it!
Too much.
If I hadn't seen it.
That's not what I heard.
You don't have to tell me that.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
That will never change.
Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I'm no better off myself.
You should really have known better.
That's all just gossip.
And there's more, believe me.
That was how we saw.
Where did you pick that up then?
I'm no better off myself.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
That was obvious all along.
I'm not touching that.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
We can only wait and see.
It's not what I heard.
Wouldn't be so sure.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I already thought as much.
It's really not my problem.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That's been known a long time.
I'm not touching that.
That's been known a long time.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I've heard a thing or two.
I agree with you completely.
You didn't get that from me.
Do you really believe that?
I don't believe this is gonna change.
Do you really believe that?
I don't know why you get so worked up.
That doesn't surprise me.
We can only wait and see.
Do you really believe that?
I've heard a thing or two.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
You listen to the wrong people.
I knew that would be a problem.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help him.
We can only wait and see.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I'm in enough trouble as it is.
That was obvious all along.
It can't go on like this forever.
I agree with you completely.
As it is.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
I can't believe that.
You listen to the wrong people.
It was just like you said.
Will it ever change?
Enough trouble as it is.
Justice will prevail in the end.
You better watch out who you tell that to.
That's really
Hey,
not my problem.
beat it!
Who told you that?
I've been able to retrieve a few mining shares.
Very good. You must remove them all from circulation. This is poison for the people. Bring them all to me. Here, I will give you the necessary means.
Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
That's just what I said.
Do you really believe that?
Those are all just rumors.
I'd have thought about it differently.
Those are all just rumors.
I know who brought those mining shares into circulation. Salandril did, the alchemist from the upper quarter of town.
Then bring him here. We have things to discuss with him.
Will it ever change?
Salandril is here in the monastery.
Well done. We shall deal with him later.
As if I don't have enough problems.
Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, not at the moment, brother.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
I have found the Eye of Innos. It's broken.
But that cannot be. What happened?
Some really nasty customers had it. Anyway, I came too late. They were performing a strange incantation on a crescent-shaped ritual site up in those woods.
Enos be with us. They have desecrated our circle of the sun. Even in my worst nightmares, I could never have imagined they would possess this kind of power.
I never knew that.
What can we do now?
The enemy has become very strong. Still, this ancient artifact meant a powerful threat to him. We must heal the eye and restore its old power. But time works against us. I cannot begin to imagine what is now going to become of us all. Without the protection of the eye, we are helplessly at the mercy of the enemy. Go to Vatras, the water mage in town. In this terrible situation, only he will know what is to be done. Take the eye to him, and hurry!
Why Vatras?
The privilege of the robe does not authorize you to question my instructions, brother. Vatras is a servant of Aldanos. The knowledge of the water mages alone will bring us clarity in this dark hour. That is all you need to know.
What is the Circle of the Sun?
Every year, all the magicians and novices of the monastery travel to this place at the time of the solstice to mark the beginning of a new cycle. The place is filled with the immeasurable power of the sun. Never have I entertained the slightest notion that its power could be reversed. And yet, that is what happened.
I've talked to Vatras.
Ah, good. Where is he?
He's preparing a ritual at the Circle of the Sun in order to heal the Eye of Innos.
If that is true, then maybe there is hope after all.
Vatras wants Zardas and you to help him with that.
What? Zardas will be there too? You cannot be serious.
Hey, this wasn't my decision. Vatras insists.
It is always that Zardas. I am tired of it. Things could hardly get any worse. So how do I know that Zardas is not in league with the enemy? I cannot trust Zardas, no matter how much we may need him. I am sorry, but I cannot help Vatras under these circumstances.
It can't be done without you. Vatras wouldn't be able to perform the ritual otherwise. You'll have to trust Zardas.
There is nothing that I have to do, you hear? I do not have the slightest proof that Zardas is not working against us. I cannot do this.
What if I could bring you some proof?
That is impossible, I fear. It would really have to impress me. As far as Zardas is concerned, I have my doubts whether he can still impress me at all.
Beat it!
That's been known a long time.
You don't have to ask me that.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
You'd better watch out who you tell that to.
I'm not telling you.
Hey, you! Vatras sent me to you.
That's good. What did he say?
He said something about a reversal ritual at the Circle of the Sun?
That old devil. I think I know what he's up to. You have come to summon me to him.
Looks like it. When will you set out?
I must not keep Vatras waiting. I shall be on my way immediately. You must fulfill your tasks and then join me again.
Wait a minute. Is the reversal ritual going to work?
I cannot be sure. That depends on what exactly Vatras is going to do.
Pyrakar refuses to show up for the ritual. First, he wants proof that he can trust you.
Ah, really? Pyrakar. How interesting. That old geezer is getting to be a nuisance. But I think I've got something for you that'll be useful. Back when I left the Order of the Fire Magicians, I took a few things with me from the monastery. I didn't want a troop of paladins or fire magicians to turn my tower upside down at some point and find all those things. So I hid them in safe places where the magicians would certainly never look for them.
And where?
Some of them lie locked in a chest on Sekob's farm.
You trust that Sekob?
No, but he can be bought and asked no awkward questions. Also, the chest is locked. Here's the key. There's a very old book among those things. When Pyrakar sees that book, he'll know it came from me. It is of no further use to me, so I guess it can at least fulfill this purpose.
Is the reverse...
I cannot be sure. That depends.
I'll never get this open without the right key.
But no, he insisted he knew better.
The things I could tell you.
That's all just gossip. Nothing amazes me anymore.
No idea, you tell me.
That doesn't surprise me.
No idea, you tell me.
He never would have thought of that himself.
I couldn't get away with that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Nobody wants to know.
My master shall destroy you.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Hey, you!
Do you really believe that?
Show me your wares.
There isn't much choice, I'm afraid.
If he doesn't see that, I can't help it.
I couldn't care less.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
That's no secret.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword.
Been there, done that.
That's not what I heard.
You don't have to tell.
I've gone about it differently.
Tell me that isn't true.
That's not what I heard.
Hey, you! Did something happen?
You've got to help me. The Black Robes have invaded my house. You have to help me, Worthy Sir Magician. Those fellas said they were looking for something, but surely not in my house. Please help me make them go away again.
Everything all right with you?
Well, it's so-so. My back hurts from all this hard labor. What are you doing here? I don't get visitors here all that often. Usually it's either some cutthroats from the mountains or those horrible malicious soldiers from the city. They've been raiding our farm rather frequently lately, but you don't look like you're one of them, or are you?
Everything else all right?
These are bad times. I can't find my sheep. I guess I'll have to fess up to Sekob.
You miserable little...
Just go away. Oh my god, a fight!
Don't take any crap! Show him who's boss! Holy shit! Don't take any crap! Holy shit!
Just you wait, you scum!
get you. We shall get you. We shall get you.
Alarm!
I used to say that myself.
Believe these days.
That's no secret of that.
That was obvious all along. I'm not telling you anything new. That doesn't surprise me.
Already thought as much. Tell me not to touch on that.
Ah, it's good that you've come.
What's up?
I found this in the old chapel. It's a magic rune. I think it will teleport you straight back here to the farm. I thought you might be able to use it.
I've come from the Valley of Mines. The castle there was attacked by dragons.
So it's true. Lars said that rumors about dragons are circulating through the city. I didn't believe it. What about the paladins?
They've been thoroughly decimated.
Good. Maybe that will make Lord Hagen move to the Valley of Mines with his men. The fewer paladins stay here, the better.
He really said that.
I've come from the Valley of Mines.
So it's true. What about
they?
That's all just gossip.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Let's wait and see what happens. I'm no better off myself.
Man, and here I was thinking they'd really hang me.
Well, it worked all right in the end.
You can say that again. You should have seen the face of the soldier when he had to let me out. He was so scared, he almost did it in his pants. Which reminds me, I've got something for you.
What do you mean?
A present.
Teach me how to forge magic ore weapons.
As long as you aren't one of us, I'll be damned if I tell you the secret of the magic ore weapons. Only very few blacksmiths know it at all, and I believe that not even the smiths in town know anything about it. And that's a good thing, too. Otherwise, those boozers of the city guard would all be wielding magic swords next.
What present?
We have heard of the dragons that are said to be in the valley.
They're really there.
All right, I believe you. Anyway, I thought you would surely want to participate in the upcoming dragon hunt.
And?
Here, take this amulet. I think you'll need it more than I do.
Can you repair jewelry?
That depends. You would have to show me the piece.
Can you have a look at this amulet?
Sure, let me see. That is a beautiful piece of work. The setting is shot. I think I can fix it, though.
How long will it take you?
If you leave it here with me, it'll be done by the time you come back tomorrow. And I won't even charge you for it. You got me out of the slammer after all.
Here's the amulet. Please repair it for me.
All right. I'll have finished the new setting by tomorrow. You can come to me and get it then.
I can't believe that. I used to say that myself.
Is the amulet ready?
No, not yet. Come back later. If you keep interrupting my work, it will take even longer.
Wait a minute. What about forging equipment?
What do you need?
Nothing amazes me anymore. There've been all kinds of rumors. You hardly know who to believe these days.
Get that from me.
I used to say that myself.
Is it really true?
Better to watch out.
That doesn't surprise me.
Nobody ever asked for
Staying out of
Is the amulet?
No, not.
I think about it differently. Nobody will learn anything from me.
No one's with that from me.
Really believe that all that matters is strength. It's just that to miss is cool.
You have to step in and sort things out.
Hey!
Is the amulet ready?
Yes, here. I had to make a new setting for the stone. I worked on it all night, and now it's as good as new. I don't believe this is going to change.
Is it really true?
Teach me how to forge magic ore weapons.
I've got my own opinion. As long as you...
You don't have to tell me that.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword. That's not what I heard.
They can't go on like this forever. I'm in enough trouble as it is.
He doesn't even know how to hold a sword. Let's wait and see to the wrong people.
That was quite obvious.
That's
the first I've heard of it.
It's a bad business. That's been going a long time.
He ran like Beliar himself was out for a thing or two.
That's really not my problem. Is it really true?
I wouldn't be so sure. Of course we got him in the end.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
You already know what I think. You really didn't deserve that. You have to step in and sort things out.
That is his strength. So I'm not telling you anything new.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That's no secret. Anything from me. He doesn't even know how to hold a sword. I would have known a long time.
I hardly know what to believe anymore. You have to step in and sort things out.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I've got no time for things like that.
Only that isn't true.
Don't tell me you didn't know that. That's not what I heard from myself.
Really didn't deserve that.
Tell me
For
that
a
isn't
thing or
true.
two.
I want to improve my abilities.
I said I could help you, not that I would. As long as you aren't one of us, you can find someone else to instruct you.
I had gone about it differently.
No one really wants to hear about it.
Is it really true? I'm not telling you anything new.
That will never change.
I'm ready for training.
As if I don't have enough problems.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
You already know what I think.
You listen to the wrong people.
That's nothing new.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
So it says in the scriptures.
I'm no better off myself.
That's nothing new.
Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
That's been known a long time.
Do you really think?
Nothing surprises me anymore.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
You listen to the wrong people.
You can't go on like this forever.
It's really not my problem.
No one must violate the divine order.
I'm no better off myself.
Could have told you that before.
It's really not my problem.
That's totally obvious.
Justice will prevail in the end.
Could have told you that before.
You listen to the wrong people.
Anything's possible.
I'd have gone about it differently.
So it says in the scriptures.
Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
That's just what I said.
Do you really believe that?
Better watch out who you tell that to.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Could have told you that before.
He doesn't see that. I can't help it.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
It's not what I heard.
As if I don't have enough problems.
I'm not telling you anything new.
No one must violate the divine order.
It's been known a long time.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
That'll only cause more trouble.
It's not what I heard.
You should have known better.
I'm no better off myself.
As if I don't have enough problems.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Why haven't I heard about this before?
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I always act in the name of Enos.
It's all just gossip.
You should have known better.
That's been known a long time.
Do you
with you completely.
That's nothing new.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Do you really believe that?
So it says in the scriptures.
Will it ever change?
Do you really think?
I never knew that.
I never would have thought.
That's been known a long time.
He ever asks me.
It's a bad business.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
It's really not my problem.
That's just what I said.
I'm no better off myself.
You don't have to ask me that.
I never knew that.
So it says in the scriptures.
I agree with you completely.
You don't have to ask me that.
Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
As if I don't have enough problems.
Someone will have to pay for it.
You are to escort me to the pass.
Good. Then I shall do that. I know the way, so follow me.
Better watch out who you tell that to.
It was obvious all along.
Shall we go?
I shall take you to the pass, but the dangerous part of the journey only begins there. But let us waste no time. We need to be on our way.
So it says in the scriptures. You don't have to ask me that.
I'm no better off myself.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
Nothing surprises
For the Master!
Oh my god, a fight! Watch it. One more time and I'll slug you one.
Shall we go?
You listened to the wrong people.
That was no big deal.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
No one really.
My master shall destroy you. Your pathetic parlor magic cannot save you.
Oh my god, a fight. Oh my. Oh my god, a fight. Oh my god, a fight.
Even as a magician, you cannot.
Oh my god, a fight. You're in for it now. Don't try that again, Buster. You're in for it now.
Even as...
Oh my god, a fight. Oh my god. Another one of those things. You're in for it now. We are there. Whatever awaits you in the Valley of Mines, I hope that you find your way back.
Never fear, I shall return.
Go with Innos. May he always protect you.
Wait a minute.
You should have known better.
I'd have gone about it differently.
Those are all just rumors.
I agree with you.
Heal me, Master, for I am possessed.
So be it. Take this potion. It will relieve you of your nightmares. May the mercy of Innos be your salvation. Act on his behalf and beware of the evil eye of the enemy.
I brought this book from Zardas. It's a token of his trust.
Show me. But this is incredible. Do you have even the slightest notion what it is that you just gave me?
No.
This is an ancient, long-lost tome from days gone by. We all thought that it was lost for good, and now I learn that Zardas knew all along what had become of it.
So will you be there for the ritual?
Yes, I shall depart for the Circle of the Sun, but certainly not because I am convinced of Zardas's good intentions. In fact, I am going to make this jackal explain where he has kept the book hidden for so many years. He has definitely gone too far this time. I shall see you at the Circle of the Sun.
Wait a minute. Do you think you can patch up the eye again?
Hard to say. Let us wait and see.
You can't go on like this forever.
Nothing surprises me anymore.
You don't have to ask me
For Innos.
Hey, you! And do you already have new orders?
Until then, I still... May Innos illuminate your path.
Hey! Teach me something.
And it's gonna get
You're
even
demanding
worse.
more than I can teach you.
And it's going to get even worse.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
He simply talks too much.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Everybody knows.
Hey, you!
It's been a while since...
I want to become stronger.
You've already put on a bit of muscle. Come back if you want to learn more.
Hey! I've brought back the Eye of Innis.
I am relieved you were able to snatch the eye away from the enemy. But the danger has not been averted. Evil is making further plans and is proceeding with unusual aggression.
I've already figured that out for myself.
Do not mock me. The situation is serious, very serious, and we don't know whom we can trust. The enemy has already succeeded in leading the novice Pedro into temptation, and he may have success with many others.
I want to learn the fourth circle of magic.
It is still not finished.
How are your studies coming along?
I've been able to find out something about the Seekers.
And what would that be?
They are, quite obviously, of demonic origin. But at least they are, or were, under the influence of demons. Be careful if you meet them.
What a novel concept.
I'm sorry, but I don't have enough material to make a more precise statement. But if you could manage to bring me something of theirs to examine.
What kind of material do you need?
What do I know? Any objects which especially belong to these beings.
Do you want me to bring you a corpse?
No. Are you crazy? The dangers posed by a demonic being within the walls of the monastery are much too great. It will be enough if you find some objects which are typical for these beings. The remains of the demonic aura which cling to them should offer enough clues for an examination.
Could the Sleeper be involved in this?
I have heard the story of the Sleeper, but from a distance I cannot say anything about it. There are countless demons, and any of them could be involved.
I shall see what I can do.
It would certainly be very useful. In the meantime, I will carry out my own personal research.
Show me your wares.
I never knew that. I never would have thought. That's been known a long time. That's totally obvious. You never see that. You can't help it.
Hey!
Anything's possible.
I want to...
It is still...
That's all just gossip.
How are your studies coming along?
I am still working on the interpretation of the evidence about the Seekers. As soon as I know something, I will, of course, inform you immediately.
It's all just gossip. It's bad business. That's just what I said.
Why get so worked up?
That's been known a long time. That was obvious all along.
I couldn't care less.
I hardly know what to believe.
It's been known a long time. Bad
That's the
business.
truth.
You listen to the wrong people.
Been there, done
Tell me
that.
that isn't true.
Why get so
That's Nothing amazes me anymore.
Your house is empty. The Black Hoods have left.
Thank you, worthy Sir Magician. What would become of us without the protective hand of the clergy?
Not so fast, my friend. I'm only interested in one thing. What did the Black Hoods want in your house?
I can't explain it myself, Honorable Sir Magician. Perhaps it has...
What?
I'm sorry. I swore several years ago never to speak of it, and I don't plan to break my oath. All that I can do is give you a bit of gold and ask you to spare me.
Give it here, then. I'm in a hurry.
Here!
Wait a minute. Has anything happened in the meantime?
Nothing since those scoundrels in black were in my house.
Hey, you! How are your studies coming along?
I am still working on the interpretation of the evidence about the Seekers. As soon as I know something, I will, of course, inform you immediately.
I want...
It is...
Nothing there. I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes. Do you have 3 swamp weed plants then?
Yes. Here are the 3 plants.
Excellent. You have done well. But now, step aside so that we may begin the ceremony. May our spirits unite! Its power. I hope that I shall see you again once you have accomplished your mission. Farewell.
Now that the Eye of Enos is healed, you must face the dragons. They all serve Beliar, the god of darkness, but there must be an earthly power that controls them. That much has become clear to me. Find out what the source of their power is. As soon as you've found that out, come back to me.
You did it! The Eye of Enos is healed!
I would hardly have believed it possible.
Yes, Master.
You have proved many times over that you are ready for the high order of the fire magicians. As of today, you are a member of the council and will represent our order in the world. You are now one of the high fire magicians. Wear the high robe with dignity and bring the order honor and wealth, my brother.
What remains to be done here?
Do not waste your time on trivial things. Go and vanquish the dragons. Here, take the eye. Bear in mind that you need to talk to a dragon first before you can attack it. The power of the eye will force the dragons to speak to you and tell the truth. Furthermore, it offers protection against their attacks when you wear it. However, its power does not last. You will have to fill it up again with magical energy. To do that, you need the essence of a dragon's heart, which you merge with the eye on an alchemist's bench. Only then can you dare face another dragon.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
You now have everything you need. Go then. You do not have much time left.
Wait a minute. Bless me, Master.
May Enos stand.
Totally obvious. can't go on like this forever.
It's bad business.
You already know what I think.
That's been known a long time.
That's totally obvious.
That's been known a long time.
Do you really think?
Enos enlightens all those who recognize his wisdom.
Who told you that?
It's not what I heard.
Those are all just rumors.
You really believe that?
Hey!
I want to learn the fourth circle of magic.
Come back once you have more experience.
Hey! Found anything out yet?
Well, I cannot be completely sure, but the current constellation of the stars seem to indicate many dangers.
What kind of dangers?
Well, the structure between the worlds seems to be very weak. It only takes a small portion of the power that would be necessary otherwise to tear a hole in this structure. Demons could use those portals to enter our world without encountering resistance.
Hey, you! I want to learn the fourth circle of magic.
Good. All the signs are fulfilled. Enter now the fourth circle so that the power of the new magic will be within you. You have come a long way, and Innos will continue to light your path.
I want to learn the fifth circle of magic.
The time is not yet right.
Teach me.
Hey!
Teach me. Teach me. Teach me.
You already know what I think.
May Innos protect
He
you.
doesn't see that. I can't help him.
That's nothing new.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Really, how interesting.
He simply talks too much.
There, where Adanos stood, was a place in which Innos and Beliar had no power. And in this place, order and chaos were the first I've heard of it. And so
You don't say.
These are bad times.
That's not what my husband thinks.
That's not what I heard.
Really? How interesting.
Someone's got to do
like this forever.
But so great was the wrath of Beliar that he came across the land and chose the beast. And Beliar spoke to it, and the beast became his.
Show me your wares.
And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his divine power, so that it might destroy the land.
What rest?
I know a few.
Enos beheld what Beliar had done. He also bestrode the land and chose the human.
I'm not touching that.
Do you really believe that?
I knew that would be a problem.
Will it ever change?
I couldn't get away with that.
I'm not telling you anything new.
I've got no time.
I carry the eye.
You bear the eye. Then you are a chosen of Enos.
I shall set out and kill all the dragons in the Valley of Mines.
Go with Enos and destroy evil with his power.
How's the situation?
I must find a way to rescue this.
The situation in the Valley of Mines is quite worrying, but we shall develop plans to get rid of the dangers and get our boys out of there along with the ore.
Can you teach me?
I only instruct the followers of our order.
And there's more, believe me.
Will it ever change?